Alright, hey everybody, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. TammyTalks here. Let's talk Married at First Sight Season 16, Episode 6. You dropped a bomb on me. We're in Nashville still. Let's talk, Nicole and Chris. So, they talk about cuddling. Nicole says she is not a huge cuddler. But this makes her feel wanted because, act of intimacy, the physical touch, all that. So he wants to wait on sex, Chris. He doesn't want to rush, he said, because he wants to make sure he doesn't want to rush, but he wants to make sure she still feels wanted and knows that he wants her. So they start to talk about different relationships they've had and how sex has played a part in those relationships. So Chris said in one relationship in which he was with a woman for over a year, they only had sex 3 times. And he felt terrible throughout the course of that. He never felt wanted. Okay. He then said that he had another relationship where they had sex all the time, but they used it kind of as a band-aid. When they would fight, they would have sex. When something fell off, they would have sex. So it was really just kind of like a quick fix, and they would ignore their problems. He said during the course of that relationship, he felt awful all the time. Nicole then went on to say that she had a relationship that had super amazing sex, but she always felt that she was not enough for her partners. So even though the sex was great, she still felt kind of empty. So she's okay with this whole taking it slow approach. They're in the water kayaking, and she's talking like she keeps apologizing because she's paddling all wild and she's hitting his feet. She then is saying how, oh my God, it's so hot. So he's behind her in the kayak, canoe, whatever, y'all are gonna correct me. She's behind him, he's behind her in a little boat, and he like splashes some water on her. She was like, okay, so that's a big pet peeve of mine. She's like, I mean, that felt good because, it's hot out, but that's a big pet peeve of mine. Nicole has a lot of pet peeves. Nicole complains about everything. Nicole is a lot. This marriage is not going to work, and it's going to be solely because of Nicole. So she's saying that while this is okay now, basically don't do it again. So she said that she doesn't like if she's sitting in a pool, just with her feet in, and somebody comes behind you and pushes you in. That is in by no means anything like what Chris just did. Y'all are in the middle of the hot water in Jamaica. You said you were warm. He splashed some cool water just on your arms. That's literally all that was. Nothing more, nothing less. So they start talking about pet peeves. Nicole said that another pet peeve of hers is slow walking people. So, if we're in a store or whatever and you're walking behind her, that's going to irritate her because you walking slow. I said, Nicole, bye. Goodbye. Good night. Good riddance. Sick of Nicole. Nicole is just a lot. Nicole is a lot. And it's like not a lot in a good way. I know that sounds bad, but it's not a lot in a good way. So, Chris said that his pet peeve are dishes being left in the sink. Absolutely nothing wrong with that, Chris. Not one dish is in that sink over there. I don't like dishes in the sink either. Smells, bugs, just like it stains. Like no dishes in the sink. So, Chris said that he does laundry once a month. Once a month? I do laundry every week. So she said that she does laundry twice a week. So Chris is worried that she's going to think he's too lazy. He said he's too lazy to do the laundry once a week, but he doesn't want her to think that he's like just overly lazy. So she talks about how, during the week you're busy with work and stuff like that. So if you want to, when you get off work, lay on the couch and chill, there's nothing wrong with that. Many a day, I get off work, whether I'm here working from home or I'm actually in the office, and sometimes you just want to chill and do nothing when you get off work and lay on the couch. There's nothing wrong with that, but you still got to get your responsibilities done. And I think that's what I don't know if Chris was kind of eluding that he don't get his responsibilities done. I'm not really sure where he was going with that conversation. So when the guys and the girls meet up, Chris is saying that Nicole holds his hand more than he would care to. He said it's hot, okay, and we doing all this hot hand grabbing. It's hot, it's sweaty. He just ain't with it. Clint was very aggressive, saying that Nicole is going to kick his ass. Nicole is going to walk all over him. She's going to test him, and that he needs to stand up and not let her do that. Now, Chris was like, in his confessional, Clint liked to be the center of attention, so we let him do that. He likes to perform. He likes to be seen. He likes to have a moment. Chris is not that person. But I'm going to tell you this, Chris. What Clint was saying was true. It was very much true, but I think you need to take that into account when it comes to with all these with the guys too, because the way that Clint was talking to you was inappropriate. You're gonna have to stand up for yourself, and we know that your friends even said that you are a person who you kind of let people run over you and that type of stuff, and that's definitely just not what you want. You know what I mean? Like, I can be agreeable, but the last thing you want is for people to just feel like they can walk all over you. And Nicole gives the vibe that if given a chance, you give her enough rope, and that's exactly what she's going to do. Meanwhile, on the other side, Nicole is saying that she's worried about them living together and working from home. So she said when they get back, this first week up is very big weeks for the both of them at work. And Nicole is worried about how they're going to handle that, how the stress of that is going to work. So that's going to really challenge their marriage, what type of effect it's going to have on them. I don't know if they're both working from home, but she says it's going to be just very, very intense and whatever for them. So she's kind of nervous about that. And that is really all there is about Chris and Nicole. A lot of this episode I felt like focused on Jasmine and Aris, and then Clint and Gina. I don't know if I like Nicole and Chris together. And not just because I don't care for Nicole, but I just think that Nicole is going to walk all over him. I don't think their personalities mesh. You know what I mean? So let me know what you guys thought about this. Think about this down below. And I will catch you guys in the next one.